How do we look? I've never done a live before, so I'm trying to see. I think people come in the chat there. Right, this ain't going to work now because I've now... Oh, hang on. I can rotate this. What am I on about? Okay, so I'm trying to get the 953 live, but I haven't got... Get me to... Oh, it doesn't like when you do that, does it? Hey! There we go. Yeah, no, I can't really keep that up straight. This is going to be fun trying to do this on an iPad. Fuck Speed. I don't know who that is. I think I've known a few people. So I'm trying to use my iPad for this, and I'm going to now figure a way to keep this balanced straight. Washing boy, hi. So we're going to be doing a load of bedding. This is, for me, the W839 is washing 2, and Noah. Hello there. What are you washing in your W839, and what model is that? I don't think I've heard of a W839 before. How are you, mate? I'm good, cheers. So this is my winter bedding that comes out like just before Christmas or so. And you've got, this is like a fleece bedding and a very thick Habitat sheet. Only certain machines of mine can handle it. Sorry if I'm missing anyone on there, I can't see. Has anyone done it? Whoop, whoop, yes. And unfortunately, you can't rotate your iPad to horizontal position. So I'm going to have to try and figure something out here. Right, let's go. Maybe if I put it, there's a will, there's a way. Yeah. Yo, save the live stream. Yeah, guys, please do. Oh God. Hey, I'd have to do it like that for now, and then as we're live, I never see the day. I love the Hotpoint. I know. I thought, Reese, you bloody inspired me to go live. Okay. So, we have the 9530, aka Barbara, who I've owned for 9 years now. So, hear that as well, listen. It's a very common sound that Hotpoints make when you open them. Don't know why, but there we go. Let's see what's being said. Hi, Brandon. Long time no see. How you doing? North Pole! I'm very good. How are you, mate? So I'm going to be using today, you know what one of these are, don't you? Persil tablets. I've run out of Persil washing powder. I need to get some. Run out of Persil and Ariel. Now this is going to crumble everywhere. Yep, half of it ends up in the drum, as you can hear. So put one in there. I think Sainsbury's still sell these. They're expensive at £5.50, but I try to still get them where I can. Stock up on them. Right. I put that first down there so it dissolves. And now let's get loading. So we've got pink sheet. Okay. That's in. Next you have two, should be a second pillowcase somewhere else. He hasn't forgotten the pillowcase, has he? Don't tell me I've forgotten the bloody pillowcase as well. Right, I might have to go and grab it. Because can't be forgetting the pillowcase. Yep. Yep, there's a missing pillowcase. She might get a bit foamy with this. Right, let's see what people are saying. Where are we? You should show me the live chat. Yeah, live chat. All my no, especially older ones. Planning on coming Manchester Christmas markets. Oh, yeah. I'd be happy to do that. I've been to all three of them. Bloody hell, man! I've got to go through all my bedding. Ah, there it is. Stupid. Here's the detergent stash here as well. So I keep it out here, and when this is on, you get a nice fragrance of everything. Matura Sigma's uploaded something. Who's this? Ah, so went to Cork. Yeah, I don't know why it's not, say, letting me view everything. Right. I like this sound. So this is the original liquid dispenser that comes with these. It normally sits there. Yeah, obviously we don't need that. But I do keep it in there because it cleans it out. Conditioner today is going to be Comfort Fabric Conditioner, Botanical. What is this one? Summer Bouquet. Honeysuckle, Jasmine and Orange Blossom. And it's that kind of clear type. It's like ultra concentrated, so you don't even need to use that much. Which for these, they don't have very much of a big compartment. Barbara's been in collection. Yeah, she's been in here 9 years. Didn't next year be 10 years she's in here. Scary when I look through my collection and I see all what I've got. Okay, that's going to go on program 2, which is Colour Fast Cotton 60. The timer is slightly off on this. Soon I take the flight to New Zealand. Oh, you close that door, sounds like me getting up in the morning. Absolutely funny. Now I've got to turn the water onto my shower because that's how I control the water. That's the pump coming on. Okay, no options. She's plugged in. All the air going through the system. What have we got? Oh God, I hate temporary plumbing. Honest to God, I hate this. Although it's a lot easier than what I used to do when I used to have a hose going all the way from the kitchen. And then it's... So 60 degrees, fills with pure hot water. We've got a nice little lamp there. And she'll drain into the sink so we'll see everything that's going on. I hit on a live that it doesn't keep the messages up here. So I didn't realise that you can't turn this. Let's try something here. The plans for like a room. Well, I only have a bedroom that I keep them in temporarily, but I can't use them in there. So until I ever get my own place, there won't be permanent ones. The instant washer dryer, since you've asked about that pile of junk. Oh, where's my Christmas tree, by the way? And yeah, there's the Hotpoint dishwasher, and there's the Indesit. I've got 2 drums here full of parts and whatnot. You know that's on the knife I for a W. How's the bedding going in the dryer? Yeah, bedding's going in the dryer off this. And there's that candy fridge freezer that everyone talks about. A lot of people seem to like the sound of it for some reason. But yeah, this is the problem. So the Hotpoint doesn't fit under there because that worktop is too small for standard dimensions, so she has to sit there. She's actually got a load waiting to go on. I think, is that load waiting to go on? Yes, it is. Looks amazing. Cool Christmas tree. Cheers. Bearing in mind, it takes me like a whole week to fill this up. Put that in there. The dryer, the WD-64 dryer. No, you know I've got that. Bulk next one. So that's on Superwash 65. There we are. If I turn on the kitchen light, oh, there's the microwave, by the way. And I was talking about the fact I had a Logic oven and a Lamona hob. But I've got a Salter air fryer though. What else we got? But yeah, see, look, so it's literally too big to go under there and too wide. Oh, God, I hate this stuff. Look, honest to God, they've never ever like bloody cleaned it, so I was like, forget it, I ain't bothering with that. A little Polish 767 up there. But, oh, Barbara's kicking off. I just had a ping. So the water keeps... I know. And the worst thing is, Reese, right? They tell you, so at the end of my contract, they go, you need to leave the flat in the same state you found it in. Actually, it's cleaner than it was when I got in. So I'm just like, Okay, so in other words, then I'll just put grease all over the cooker. When I moved the stuff from my flat, the washer dryer smelled so bad. Oh yeah, rented ones will smell disgusting. So what is in here, the water tank is stupidly in here rather than on the roof. And there's a shower pump that kicks in, and that's what you hear screaming in all the videos. Near the oven, so you never use. Well, what I've actually done, I've taken photos of all the stuff in this house so that when, especially like the washer dryer, because if that breaks, I'm showing them that, well, I've basically never really touched this machine. It's got steam coming out the drawer. No way I can actually keep that running if I keep it. I'll keep that running. I know. I kind of wish I got a new build apartment now. That might be what I go into next if I have to. What's allowed to ain't enough what's in your life, buddy? No, you can thank Reese for inspiring me. Get on. Oh, Reese, you don't have to, mate, but thank you, that's really kind of you. I'm going to try something I can do about this bloody set. There you go, she's at full level now. She needs some grease on her suspension leg, so I was meant to get that today. So she might be a bit groany on the spins, but as you can see, she's 39 years old. Good to see you, I love that machine, Gay. Good to see you, Finley. How are you, Brandon? Watch Loud 08. Yeah, I'm alright, mate. How are you doing? Oh, Brandon, I forgot to mention, I gave it trying to have a Northern. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I hope you consider something else, because it'd be nice for you to be able to get over there. We're heating now, so what this does, it does she does shorter tumbles, same speed. But I was telling you about this cheap lino floor that they've got in here, right? I don't know if you can see that. There's like a little dimple I put in. Underneath Barbara, there's all tears in the lino from where the feet or wheels have dug in, especially on like spins. Ah, I think she might be doing a bit of a static heat at the moment. But you can see here, the hot water basically kills off the enzymes. What's your crazy, Joe? Yeah, good to see the 953 again. We have 22 viewers and 5 likes. And we've been live for 13 minutes. Mind if I ask you a question? Yeah, shoot. Please, if you've got any questions. In fact, to be honest, I kind of prefer answering questions like this in a video. So, yeah. And Barbara has said, no, I'm taking a rest. Hang on. Oh, click. So see short tumble. Yeah, you can hear the heater roaring. They do roar very loudly on these. Wait till she gets to higher temperature. I'm just new CWJD 16. Oh yeah, to be fair, it was nice with Joe because he did British Heart Foundation before me, and then when I got into doing it, I thought of him, and I was like, I hate modern machines because they're too quiet for my liking. They don't look nice, so I prefer machines that look nice. They're just boring now, like with their balancing and whatnot. Like they don't do stuff that, you know, like you don't get a machine that like screams up to 1600 with like a motor that you can hear through the house. I prefer machines like this where like you don't know what the machine's going to do. I hate the fact that modern machines now are basically not repairable either. You know, you get broken bearings. Well, you're now basically going to have to throw your entire machine away. At least like one of these, you split. You don't even. In fact, one of these machines, you don't even have to take the tub out. You just take it from the back. On train catering system position and already getting further northern. Wow, with Avanti West Coast. That's saying something because they're really tough to get into. Well, no, it only 5 out now, Brandon. No, indeed. God, it's warm in here. So you got this belting off heat. This is a, I think, is that an incandescent? That's an incandescent. No, it's a halogen bulb. And then you got the heat from this. I saw the live and I think, how do you meet which washer or Chris or Phil? He's met Phil. Servicing was awesome. He gave me parts for many machines and whatnot, and he's I meet him a lot of the time when I go to Dorian's. Amelia's still going. Yeah, she's still going at home, but she sounds rough. Mum's still got the Lindo. I gave Mum the Lindo. Well, she'll let me wash it, not for repair. Your hair is a DeLorean. DeLorean? What am I on about? Dorian. Yeah. Now, for me, like, I mean, I hate modern machines with absolute vengeance. Like, I don't think there's anyone that's against them as much as me. Like, I've specifically made it a rule of, like, how... So, with a lot of brands in my collection, there's certain years that I won't go further than. So, I think the newest for anything I'd go is 2015 for Miele, and that's with the W Classic. Everything else is, like, 2006 or earlier. The only sad part about it is that it means I won't ever be able to buy my own new machine and do an unboxing, because obviously there's like nothing you can buy. You can't go to Curry's and buy like a, I don't know, you can't go and buy like a Miele Navatronic or something like that. Yeah. But there are the limitations of it, because it's like, yeah. I mean, like I say, I don't have anything against anyone who likes modern machines, but personally for me, like, they are like considered illegal in my house. Like, it's annoying that I obviously have to have this Indus that's sat in the kitchen, because effectively it's just making everything look awkward with it being sat there. But my own place, I mean, yeah, you would never see, for most appliances, it's even stuff like cookers, fridge freezers, they'd all be vintage. Because at least I know with these, like, you can still buy parts for these. No, Matthew, it's not the same, because it's not in plastic. It's got to have the polystyrene, the cardboard, the instruction manual, the transit bolts. It's got to have that brand new smell that you get from a machine. That's the very big difference. That's why you can't get an old machine wrapped in that. It wouldn't be the same. You'd have to get someone to physically go to a factory, get all the parts. Trust me, ask someone in this community who has tried the idea of making a machine look brand new for me. He will tell you how utterly stressful it was trying to do it. What's located in Bury? The brand, I love that brand new machine smell. It reminds me of when I was little and when we got our WMA 64. 1600 version. What's located in Bury? Oh yeah, I hate eBack as well. And it's sad because I wish you could see this on a machine again, made in Great Britain. It's just like, I don't feel like we've got anything to be proud of anymore. Like White Knight were kind of the last thing we had. The saddest part for me is that the closest machine I nearly had, and I was just about, I think, 7 years too late to get something brand new, was the Miele W Classic, because they were still in production until 2018. But at that time, I couldn't get a Miele. So it was like, I kind of missed that opportunity to have something. The domestic air shop. Hated mine, had it a week. Yeah, a lot of people are, oh, I wonder if I could try and hang on. Bloody iPads and like not being able to do. So you could do that and then she'll go, no. I need to get a tripod for Candy's man trying to say, yeah, I mean, Candy, I don't even know who makes them. Or it's High Air now, isn't it? Which is strange because I knew someone who had a vintage High Air. Well, it would be classed as vintage now. I remember Matt and Elliot had one, and we tried to film it, but it never worked. What have we got? High Air. See, Candy have always been a strange one to me because I never knew that they were part of Hoover when I was little, and I used to think, why does the Candy Aquaviva look like the Hoover 6? And I was like, oh yeah. Mind you though, I've been seeing quite a lot of those Candy Sprints recently and the Aquavivas. There've been a few popping up and I'm like, ooh. At least the Pro Wash range. Hire makes them now. Modern machine being classed as vintage in 20 years time. See, I have a different opinion on vintage. Vintage to me is 30 years or older. So, like, because I can't see, like, the Hoover 6 being vintage. You know, she's 24 years old this year. No, she is. She's just turned 24. Yeah, this is the heat and tumbles. So we up to the stage where we go to 60. But these actually heat to about 63, they do. You should behave yourselves, don't get carried away. Oh, God, I hope not. You might be able to hear the springs, a very classic sound of these Hotpoints. Yeah, vintage for me is anything that hits 30. So the Cassata, essentially, it would nearly have been vintage. But the WD64. Anyone know which one of mine is oldest? Probably your WM65. But then again, it needs to depend on the date of it. I wish this would stand straight and I wouldn't have to keep doing that. Hey, don't go out of focus. Probably your Hotpoint WD62. He hasn't. He's got a WM65, but I think they're from 1997 onwards. They are. Listen here, you little shit. I'm thinking of that meme. The Indesit I had was old. What Indesit did you have? Actually, what I will do, because I don't like keeping stuff on top of this machine. Try and keep that there. Do you still have the IWD? Hey, we got a place to rest this. What IWD was that here? Oh yes, he still got that mashed up sort of one next to the Jason you had off me. Sounds like... Yeah, we've clicked on now. Hello Craig, I'm alright, how are you doing? When you're next visiting Wigan, can't believe you were here and didn't know. I'll be probably there tomorrow at some point. I don't know if I've got like a break over there or something. We're off to Southport tomorrow. Yeah, I get to go on with class 769. Radio mechanical timer. That sounds like an EcoSense to me. Bar's my favourite machine of the collection in Florence. There's only range with Indesit influence for the Irish. No, yeah, they did take inspiration from Indesit because of the W100 series at the time. They sort of. Oh, we got 1,000 spin, yeah. Yeah, oh, hang on, that sounds like... No, the Indesit Evolution didn't have a mechanical timer. A lot of people have got that range wrong. The Evolution models were the ones with the digital screens. The ones before it were just practically Indesit W100s. I'll be at Wigan Northwestern. Oh! Is Witchwatcher 2007 live? Don't know. One dial, two buttons. I think you had a 1063W, is what I think it is. WIA, what Evolutions? They weren't. They were their own range. Yeah, WIE was fine for you. Evolution weren't, no. But I can see why they would think it's Hotpoint, because the door was very similar to an Aerosol Margarita. I can sort of understand that. What I used to have? Twangy, twangy, twangy. That's all you can hear from around. He's put lubricant. Oh God, George is on here. Jordan, not George. I love my new Miele Softronic. Oh, you got an 1800 one. Ah, absolutely brilliant. God, I'd love an 1800 machine. Or just even 1600 would do brilliant. Get my chair. I need a proper chair like what Dorian's got to wheel up in there and sit. What were we all saying? Fancy looking indices, we'll just... Okay, buddy. Those springs sound good. Oh, yes. Infamous sound it is, that twanging of the springs. It's because on Hotpoint they sit like that in the middle. They don't hang from the side, so they twang a lot more with the movements. But her springs are just yeah. Detergent and comfort. Yeah, detergent is 2 personal washing tablets, non-bio, and comfort botanical. I think it is. Yeah, botanical conditioner. That clear gel type one it is. Don't fall. I hate how it... Oh, I'm good to hear. Sean A3, yeah. 9530, the only 95 I have, unfortunately. Will we get a soft lock? Probably will, with this bedding you do. Where are we now? Oh, we're at the end of... I think we're on the heat... No, we're going to do the heat retaining stage after program 5. Is there a way to keep the chat on? I hate how I've got to keep pressing the thingy. I'm only here because Reese told me about it. Oh, no, I've got 29 viewers, more than any of my bloody... So, I was looking back through my videos, and apparently, I don't remember doing this, apparently October 2016, I tried to go live. But I don't ever remember doing it. It's still on there, apparently I tried to go live. So... should stay on screen. It keeps disappearing. It's a shame because I want to like keep. I want to keep it on here. So let's have a look if we can do it. Oh, maybe that. We're drunk. I ain't even touched alcohol at that point. There we are. What cycle you're washing? Program 2, 60 degrees Celsius, colour fast cotton. There are people on here. Oh, that's why my iPad made whilst I'm live. Twangy, twangy. What you're also hearing is you're actually hearing the suspension legs creaking as well. Let Chris, Kieran, Brad, Motherboard, and Lewis know. Oh, good, good. Well, cheers. So this is where the machine does the heat retaining stage, but we do the regular tumbles now. W839 was balanced. Ah, I always have faith in me being balanced. I have 2 phones on my iPad. Maybe I might have to do that because someone's encountered a Stranger Things prize draw. Oh God. My age, he hates bedding. Phone for stream, our phone for music, iPad for chat. See, I've only got 1 phone. Oh, you dirty pig. That's all you can hear. Forest map. And then put it on there so we don't get interference. There we go. In that case, I might be able to adjust where this is sat. Hang on, I know what I'll do. I can do that now. I went to spins. What iPhone do you have? Discuss around the room. Burping his community. There we go, now you can see her a bit better. And she's away from the bloody sink. Better view. I have an iPhone 14 mini. I've had. Oh, is it mini? Is it even called that anymore? iPhone 14. I've had it since 2023. It needs a new battery on it though because it's a bad service. Not well. It says to me I need a service on it, so it needs like 78% battery. Wow. Yeah, I love the black tiles in this room. It's just a shame the bloody floor isn't tiled. It's freaking lino. So these machines like tear the lino every time I bring them in. Yeah, I went out first. I have an iPhone 12 that I literally use for filming, but it's like not got a SIM card or anything. Mum has the 15, I believe she does. I might get the iPhone 17, I don't know. There's got to be something for me to get it and think, is it worth me upgrading, or does it just have what my phone has? Well, shattered glass. Just move her slightly this way. No, she's a bit better in frame. It's a good thing about having a washing machine with wheels on. I also have a Privilege. Oh, I like Privilege machines. They're like just fancy Zanussi's. Right, we finished heating. This is the last sort of 5 minutes of the main wash now. No, thankfully I'm on the ground floor flat. But you do hear the motors through the house, especially the WD-64's on. This one you hear at 1,000. So this is what we're using. These very rare to find tablets now, but I've got a huge stash of them built up. Personal non-bio tablets, yeah. Thankfully, Sainsbury's still sell them, and they sell the moonshine and lavender ones, I think. So I always keep stocking up on powder tablets. I don't know who on earth or how people find these aerial tablets. I really want some of those. Morning. Who said that? Tablets are good for convenience. I know, but I find that they don't suds up as much. If I put aerial non-bio in this powder, the whole thing would have been halfway up the glass. And our neighbours had old zabum. Yeah. Right, this might be the drain? No, time. So what these do, if you notice the machine pauses, from every minute or every 4 tumbles, the timer resets themselves. So it's like 4 tumbles, reset, 4 tumbles, reset, 4 tumbles, and then it'll be drain or spin. Small pods you can't control dosing as one. Yeah, especially the big pods. To go back to Android. See, for work I have to use an Android phone, which is really annoying because I've grown up using iPhone and like MacBook, so going to like Android, I might go on and thinking, what do I do? How do I do this? It takes me about 2 minutes just to get into the phone. I think we'll drain after this one. Oh no, maybe not yet. I love sunspots, but I don't like causing them intentionally to a vintage machine. But what I love with the Hotpoint, the 953, I always have a rule of like only doing full loads in it because I love seeing the water come down the glass on the spin. I mean, this load will definitely get that. But yeah, I mean, I've had machine sunspot here on the final spin because when I first moved in here, I forgot that it's soft water here, but like trying to find that, I was like, oh. Right, here we go. This might be the distillery drain. There we are. And now what I need to do is turn the cold water on. You might be able to see the steam coming off the sink. I never overload machines. Not mine. Never my vintage ones. Oh, Jesus. She won't spin that. Mum's meter always sounds like on the wall final spin. Well, this isn't the spin though, this is just a distribution drain. As these don't spin after the wash. Let me move this bar for open, let's see. Jeez. Mine left the floor. I've had this leave the floor on several spins. And it doesn't help that this floor is a bit more bouncy. So then we're going to a very short first rinse. We probably won't even fill before the machine goes into the spin. They are struggling to get air through the system. I heard violence been involved since you moved. Yes, yeah, I uploaded a clip recently, today, of the pillow wash that I did in this thing. Yeah, she had a single pillow in her. That did not end well. The rules on the channel for... No, these don't spin after the main wash. These never can. I Love Melody. You are aware these have no out of balance sensor, right? Like, it's impossible for one of these to ever cancel the spin. Yeah, Janet, we don't need reminding about my rules. I don't like. Everyone knows what not to sell here. I got 3 bottles of bleach over it that need using. I got the duck one as well. I don't believe we frightened me, turned it off. I've had some scary spins, honestly. I have found some import versions over in, also export versions over in like Germany and whatnot, of Hotpoint. So this is first rinse. We tumble 8 times pretty much, and then we kick the spin. Very absorbent bedding. How long have I been in my old house? Since 1999, I think we moved. No, I don't know when we moved in there. 99. I think you did. Yeah, there was also, here we are, look. So we'll do like 2 tumbles. This is really bloody short, this is. Yeah, Turkey has Arcelic branded WM range models, they do. Probably because they're not licensed to use the Hotpoint name out there. Right, yeah, this will be the spin off of this now. 3, 2, 1. There we are, distribution drain. It's just time for me to get out of here now, is it? Oh no. Is that pulled up? No. Okay, phew. My mum telling me to move when it started spinning. Right, miss. I'm going to sort of stand up because I always stand away from the spin. Does that start to go? I think it's going to be fine. I don't know. Hotpoint exists in the USA, but it isn't associated with the UK Hotpoint brand. Very salty. That's what powder tablets do. They suds up and then they only sharp their suds in the spin. Oof. Should probably do another sub lock. (1993) version of this would be, well, they didn't make this in 1994 because that was the WM models. 1993 would be the 9538 Aquarius 1000 Deluxe on the model list. I like those because they do 1000 RPM intermediate spins. Well, what are we having, Reese? There we are. Second top off. I was hitting the front of the machine, that's why. Whoa! Second rinse. Had bluey green writing. Yes, the Aquarius versions had blue, sort of like turquoise writing on them. That's how you knew. Well, I say that, but there was a 9517 which had it, and a 9516 which weren't an Aquarius model, yet they have that. Strange. Which is what my nan and granddad used to have. I've seen a splendid washer dryer for sale on eBay over here. I can't remember where it was. I think it was somewhere in Scotland. Likely someone bought an RV over and it had it in there. Oh, I would love a 1.8 series. Oh my god, what I wouldn't do to have one. When they start car boot sales, they're the best place to find stuff like those because they're stuff that people don't put on eBay, but you find at a car boot. My mum had a Hotpoint 952 watch twice I got on the phone really bad. Basically, a 9525 is this, but flush door an 800. My grandparents in Wales used to when they were alive, they had a 9526 in polar white. Janet, everyone's channel's as good as each other's. Don't think you got to compare yourself to me. We all do different things on our channel. Mine a 9901 in polar white. That is really, really rare to find one of those. I don't remember ever seeing a 9901 in polar white, but I know it was available, which is strange because polar white wasn't available on all models in the 86. Oh, what's up, my Scouser? Racer J8, we're not seeing one on these machines. Oh, there is actually a 95 for sale on Marketplace right now. It's in Worthing, and it's a 9575. It needs its door attaching, and there's a WM12 with a 95 series timer on the same listing. Water pressure's not the best here. Yeah, I saw it. It was like, I think they're like 3 or something. I was like, oh, that's a nice machine. Because the 9575 is an exclusive model. I thought this isn't going to reach full level, like fixing to drain. There we are. We're fine. I like how YouTube can't keep up with my viewers. It's 1 minute saying 19, now we've got 23. It might be that one, the 50 quid. Well, Christopher, you look in the right places, you'll still find them. Best places to look are car boot sales. I've seen plenty, even vacuum cleaners, but I've seen plenty of classic machines at car boot sales that people don't put on eBay or anything. Appliance guy, and we got John. Okay, that might be the end. Not yet. 2 more tumbles. John's got the spin slider version of this from the same range, the 9540. Getting done live. Yeah, we're going on my iPad and I've got my phone in my hand to check what everyone's saying. My iPad, I need to get one of those tripods that you can put your iPad on. Right, here we go. Oh, I could do Tide detergent in one of the washes. Or maybe I might do that in the next wash. I've got a blanket, a Christmas blanket to do in this. That's going to be fun, I think. Second intermediate spin, this one is. Oh, I can hear the... I do still think the distribution's a little slow on this, but I've tried adjusting the thing. No, there will not be any more videos of the Indesit here. No point, I don't use it or film it. It never gets used. That sheet is worrying me. Hey! Oh my goodness, that is something. I should show you guys the glitch with this machine. I don't know why this machine does it, but I'm going to show you what this does in a minute. Oh god, don't tell me about it, John. I run into the room behind me when I know this thing's going to spin sometimes. I'm surprised. I've never seen one of these throw suds out while spinning, but I think it's because their pumps are quite quick. I have had foam come out the drawer during the wash though, when I got the dosage wrong, because I keep thinking that I'm London hard water. I ran this is surprising, you're using my favourite machine anyway. Hey! Love for Barbara! Right, I'm going to show you what happens on this one. It's only certain times you can do this with. I don't know why. When that spins again, I'll show you what you can do with this. Sometimes I'll do it to actually get better rinsing. Just stepping back a bit. I know one person who's got that 1100 Hotpoint. His name's Hotpoint 1600, I guess that one. Right, watch this. If I nudge the timer, watch this. You can get this thing up to go up to 1000. I don't know how this works. I don't know how. I don't know why it allows you to do that. Not all of them allow you to do it. It's crazy how you can do it. One way to get better rinsing though. So the funny thing is, no, but the thing is, not every 953 I know you can do that with, because Chris's one you can't do it with. When Matthew Jones had his 953 he couldn't do it on his one either. The replacement timer I've got for this doesn't do it. It seems to be certain timers. I don't know why. Exactly, John, because the later 9.5s, like the 9.5, 3.6, 3.7 and 3.8, they all went to 1000 on the second and third intermediate spins. I love the sound when the machine kicks into spin. No, the other 9530W didn't have it. And I regret it to this day that I didn't save the speed controller out that one. If I put it in her, she would have been ramping up a lot faster. I love that sound when the machine kicks into spin. It's a signature sound, that is. Absolutely used to terrify me as a kid. Sort of still does in a way. In fact, the other day, I was on my phone in here, just chatting to someone, like texting someone. I don't know what happened. I wasn't paying attention to the timer clicks, and the machine kicked into spin, and I actually threw my phone at the ceiling, like threw it in the air, because I got so scared. We could do something similar with the motor, we shoved through it. Well, technically, on that final burst on the spin, it is the motor going straight at 240 volts. That's why the machines overshoot. It's not controlled by the timer in a way, or whatever. It's literally voltage straight from the mains. Texting Wednesday. Indeed. Oh, how I wish she'd probably tell me I see nothing interesting in a washing machine. This mediocre brown box that spins your clothes around. I've got used to spin. Once we get a water lock on spin, you'll get water lock on the burst, but not on the final ramp up. You will with a full load of towels though. I've had that many times. I've got to hit the slow spin button to bring the machine down a bit. No, I'll try it when empty. These only will reach 1,000. 1,050 is what they'll do. When empty. It's when there's a load on the motor, but it's a balance load, that the machine will actually ramp up faster. But empty load, there's not enough momentum. Although it's pretty good actually. Yeah. That's the person who ramped up the night start. That's what I love, machines that kick into spin fast. In fact, that is also another reason I hate modern machines. They program things to go too slowly now, whereas like this is like whoosh, into spin. No thought they do the live stream. I know Reese inspired me to do it. See, now that doesn't look sunty, but when we spin, that's going to be sunty. They don't get to 1600 motherboard when they're empty. They only hit 1400. And I know this because someone's measured one. If they got to 1600, their motors would literally self-destruct. Because they can't even, they're not supposed to go above 1400. In fact, you're actually told when testing a micro profile, do not run the machine with the belt off the motor. Because you will literally, they don't. And I know, so if they do motherboard, how come I've had someone measure it and it actually gets 1400? They actually measured the speed on it with a taco gun. What is it? Taco, I don't know what they're called. Not taco gun, the other thing you use when you put a piece of tape on the machine. Literally, if a micro profile hits 1600, that motor will be in bits. I wasn't expecting this good to be a washing land. Aussie lad. With a load in, yeah, but even empty they use 1400. Because I know someone who's got one who's tested it empty, and they measured the speed and it hit like 1410 or something like that. Man, oh god, here we go, third intermediate. But this is always the one I find troublesome. See, look, this is what I mean. When you get onto the distribution rate, all of a sudden the suds come out. Why? How's the Mila doing? Actually still the same, but rough. Oh no, that is unbalanced. Our machines are programming variable spin. Yeah, you pretty much have. Well, a lot of machines will automatically do their spin. I can hear creaking. I'd love the chance to film a GXC 1400. I've only filmed an AEG motor Hotpoint one. They didn't feel the same. I like how quickly Hoover plaster their stuff to the side. Oh, Jesus Christ. See, still bloody something. Have you seen the brand new Boston edition in the 90s near you? No. Where's that on? Yeah, this was a British Heart Foundation find. 14th of September 2016 was when I found her. She actually had a dent to the back of the lid where they threw a TV on the top of her. Yeah, because some of them use FHP motors. In fact, the WD-64 had an FHP motor, and when that was at 800, it sounded like a WMA at 1000. Washland 120. You know that this is an 80s machine with mechanical timer and no sensors whatsoever. Yeah, but what you got to realise, motherboard, just because the motor sounds like that, it doesn't mean the drum's spinning at that. An example are the service quartzes. The motor is pulling 850 RPM, but the drum itself is spinning at 1000 RPM. Jesus Christ. I may put. No, I wouldn't walk around the extra rinse. It fucks up the time when you do that. I might actually stick that on an extra rinse. Not happy with that being so sudsy. I'll wait for that to click. Right, put on an extra rinse because that does need. Come on. Oh, this is like. I've got a glitch with this where it doesn't want to. It's like the. That's it. You do need to do an extra rinse because my skin will get irritated if I don't do that. Yeah. Yeah, so the WD-64 did that the other day. I had a bedding load in there that was really thick, and I'd used tonic powder. Tied with a lot of British machines is really bad. These do 4 rinses, they do. Well, Natalie Lion King, that's because you don't have sensitive skin like I do. So, you're different. What you're washing in there. We've got bedding, it's a fleece bedding, but there's also a fleece elasticated sheet, a Habitat one, and if you know Habitat stuff, you know how thick their like fibres are. So it's very, there's only 2 tablets in there as well, which I'm surprised about. That says, I know, I always think Chris and Phil deserve way more. Anyway, what was I talking about? The WD-64. So what they have is the motor will like get hot if it's struggling and it trips like a sort of thermal cut. So because the WM range have got PCBs to them, despite the fact they look mechanical, but they know when to stop. Yeah. Well, they don't have a subtle cutout on them. Even these don't. These will. I know someone, Witchwasher had one of these when he was younger, and it spun with a tub full of water and burn out. No, this has a timer and a speed controller, which it just varies the amount of voltage going to the motor. And having a shower, enjoying. I need to have a shower afterwards. It's bad, but I love having a nice hot shower and I've got a towel rack here that heats up. Mila V8 935 Expert, see one thing on the channel. Absolutely, I thought it should be good for a live stream. Yeah, I'll try and do one more rinse. We should sort it. If it was normal bedding, that would have been fine. So actually, we've done 5 rinses now. Go in a hot shower. Oh, that's long. I thought I was all doing 10 minutes. I do 10 minutes in the shower normally. I also sing in the shower because I've got a Bluetooth speaker. What are we on about? How was your day, Brandon? Yeah, it's been pretty good. We've had a storm up here pretty much. Storm Bram, is it, or something it's called? The new, there's a storm that's hitting, like, yeah. Would you have a new wave if you found one? I would, but Aiden, I've got no chance flying a new wave because what I want is so specific. I've only ever once seen this model. I want a new wave 1500, but in that soft ivory colour. They're rare enough as it is, and I've just made them about 20 times rarer trying to find that. It's sad, but I probably won't ever get one. Will you do another live when you have time on the WD-64? I would, but it would be too long because you'll have the washing and the drying. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be a bit too long, really. Been windy in the south, Queens Free earlier tonight. I think it's hitting Scotland more. But Mum has messaged me in London and said, did you get the storm? Yesterday I was sat in my front room and I could hear, I've got air bricks in the house vent, and if you just hear the wind slapping through the vent, I was like, I didn't know there was a storm. And the dishwasher's on marketplace. There was a Slim Aquarius dishwasher I saw on there, but I don't know if it's the same one. Nice, rare, yeah. I'm so... This should be a spin now. Still a bit salty, but it shouldn't be too bad. What do I do? Bloody hell, 40 on here. Oh, yes, I know which one you're on about. I actually saw that one. It was like, they wanted like £70 for it or something. It was really nice condition. It was a oh, I can't remember, DF, I don't know which one it was. I remember it now. It's like DF21 or something. I don't think Subswap's will ever end. No, not up here when you've got soft bloody water. Around the side. Oh well. I know, honestly, Reese, I agree. Yeah, the machine drive. Oh, 9320 is a machine drive for this one. There's been a couple popping up recently. That's smooth. I see live stream on I've seen for a while. I've never done a live stream on there actually, so it's my first time. 37 people on 38. We all need a well-deserved break. I agree. I agree, we all do need a break. Especially around Christmas. I've got about a week off over Christmas. So, I'm head down to London, going to see Mum, spend some time with family, and then I've got New Year's off. First time in years I've had New Year's off, so I can get to run through whatever the hell I want. Here we go. You're not going to catch me out, Barbara. Oh, I did something. It's good. joining us live. I'll try. It's just sometimes when people go live, I might either sleep or like not able to join, but I'll try. How does this work? What does? Hey, almost got a spin for that. And Formula Rinse taking in the Comfort Botanical conditioner. Right. There's a 6-second delay between the views going off on my iPad and the views going off on the I've just noticed that. Well, I was looking, and apparently, I don't know how true this is, apparently with that app, Laundry Keep, you can offer to do laundry for people. I didn't know that. I thought it was an app that you ask them, a company, to do laundry for you, but apparently, like, you can do it. So, the Boston Mechanical Dial. It's not the dial, Jordan, that's the interlock buzzing on these, which is why only the ones with these doors, which are called the Proud Door models, do it. Because the door lock is electronically operated, which means it's only actively locked while spinning, it's all pumping out. Oh god, Aidan, don't remind me. I thought about, in fact, this machine's had an entirely new fascia because the old one had a bit of a chip on the side. Oh god, I've got spare fascias for 9.5 in case I ever have to move this, and I would rather break them than the original fascia. But I don't know, like, Laundry Heap says you can do it, and I'm like, I wouldn't mind if I could just offer to do like towels and bedding for people here. Probably just towels I'd do, because you can't ruin towels. I just would love to be able to get as much laundry as like Reese gets, to be able to use my machines all the time and film them and everything. No. The 1/8 series are a bit fragile as well, but what I am going to do is I'm going to reinforce her fascia with, I'm going to try and put some vinyl or something behind there to like reinforce that, because I do not want this machine to ever break again. Yeah, you've done well, Reese, honestly, mate. Everything you've gone through and everything, I'm proud of you, mate, honestly. You know, in inspiration, like, you made me realise I was like happy to do, you know, a live stream. I might get myself a gold stripe, get myself a pay rise. Yeah, Rita, you'd have to be your own union rep as well. Honestly, Luke, honestly, mate, like, Josh, I can't tell you how scary it is to take one of these apart. And even like, the thing is, a 9.5 is the lightest machine in my collection, yet it's the most awkward to move. I can smell that comfort, it smells good. It's filling a bit slower. Oh, all level. The Formula Rinse does about 4 extra tumbles we do. Well, the thing about 1/8 series is they had wraparound cabinets, so they didn't have any trims to break on them. This is the only problem that Hotpoint did with these trims, is that they're too fragile. Oh, I would love a 1/8 series. Even their motors are different. They're just a lot more powerful. I have a 185 at home that's in my garage. John, you shouldn't have told me that because I'm going to come over and bloody nick it. Nah, joking. But 185 at home is quite a nice one. Washy guy has joined. Lovely. Subscribing, Brandon. Cheers, Christopher. I really am loving the subscribers right now because we're getting close to 9,000. We're 8, so you guys want to subscribe? Excellent. Now for review. Washy Guide to Bloody Hell. What's that about? Right, final spin coming up. Get your helmets on. 3, 2, 1. This is where my bathroom smells really nice now because you get the conditioner coming out. And you got more than me. Reese, you deserve way more. What 182s I'd have? I'd want a 1848 Liberator or the 18880 Microtronic X2000. Again, I'll say it, I've got no bloody chance of finding those. Oh, Jesus, Barbara. But I'm just going to stand back because I'm a little bit scared about that. Oh boy, I'll have this on there so you can watch it. Probably won't do anything. She probably won't. That's the sound you know the machine's unbalanced. Oh, bloody that was close. Oh, she's gonna rattle. Oh God! That was the weight hitting the chassis. You're taking that to 1,000. No worries, Jordan. Hope you get better soon, mate, and relax. I'm probably going to find concrete dust on the floor. I've had it from this machine before. He's taking that to 1,000, man. That is not going to end well. So guys, this is what happens when you get Barbara on live. And I'll sit that in the bottom let it dry afterward. I won't stream that because it'll just be too boring. I'd rather you guys have a nice video of the 9530 and then you guys can watch that. Alright, let's get back. Oh, here we go. Oh my God, Barbara. Here we go. Hey, we got a sunlock. I'm not going to hit the slow spin, I'm going to wait until it does. Put the slow spin on just to allow it to come out. And let me throw the hose into the valve. Okay, she's getting faster. That's what you're hearing. That's so bad. did do it that. Yeah, that didn't there. Yeah, hose isn't too high then. There we go. I'll put on another long spin. Bloody hell. Oh, remember this. It doesn't like when you put onto a spin. I'm getting away from the machine. We only got about 850 there. That's stuck around the drum so bad, it's like, yeah. He's like, no. Mate, how long does it take to fill your bathroom? I don't want to be nearer. Oh, come on, you stubborn little thing. Oh. So we've had Storm Bram, and if you have an earthquake, you know what's going on. Yeah, the A3060s, but she's under use of 1 wash a week. However, she doesn't get used for like months. Every machine gets used in it, they just don't really get filmed anymore. John, you means your videos from like 2006, like when you had the 9528 and like the WM64 and whatnot. If that's salt locked now, it's salt remaining in the pump. That's in the sump, that's what it will be. Then ideally should get up to spin now. My water heater said. John, I remember you mentioning once you had a Creeder like 17029. Did you ever do any videos of that one? I've never seen one of those in action. I know they're just 9.5s in disguise, but I've just got a soft spot for like Creeder Hotpoints. Is that the one you had to, every time it would do 30 seconds, and you had to keep stopping and starting it? Aiden, you don't know what happened to the cassette? Well, I'm going to put the hose in the bowl. Drain that though. Alright, get out of here, she's going to go. Oh, what a shame. I would have loved to have seen the cat Creeder. How's the L Barbara? That is not a sunspot, that's water from the seal. Hang on. You can hear it from here. here from outside. Sometimes I hit the slow spin. That's not that's just suds within the door seal, but it's if it's pumping anything out. Yeah, it's hard to do when you're That's what it is, the bloody side panel. Barbara says, fuck it. She's like, bonk, 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 bonk. Now you know why not every machine takes that bedding. She's about 950 there. Actually, if I feel... Yeah, you can feel the heat of the motor. I mean, the motors always get hot on these anyway. And then they take 19 seconds. These do about sounds a bit squeaky. Yeah, it's the suspension legs are dry. They just need some grease on them, and then they'll be fine. No surprise though when she's. There we go. You know what though? Surprisingly, that's actually not bad. So yeah, it was the duvet that bunched up on that side, and then you got the bloody sheet on that side. Hey. Oh. That smells absolutely divine though. W9. Remember that Caress 9310? Yeah, bearings are fine with this. You guys got to remember, she's 39 and a half years old. She's gonna sound very rough. You know, not in fact most of the stuff in there is still. Yeah, I don't like the static drains on the 1.8 series, and the 1.8 series stop at the end and they pump out. Let's. Is that on? Way. I like to do cupboard extra dry because that lets everything dry. Is there any? Nope, there's none. Spin was one word amazing. Could I put this on the floor and get the? Yeah. All right, the guys can't see what's going on. M6500. I know someone who's looking for an M6500. Maloney. Hey, there's your washing net. Wow, she smells great though. Smells lovely. I need a laundry basket. No, Aidan, I do like Maloney's. I've just never had the chance to find any. Who's going on about? Yeah, Janet. What's that? How do you say that brand name?
Balknecht or Balknecht. I don't know. Some Germans pronounce it differently. So we're gonna have extra heat, and away we go. Now we're fine. If you're wondering what all these boxes are here, these are parts I've got. They're like boxes full of parts I've accumulated over the years, and I've got all the irons up there. No, I hate LED street lights and lights altogether. Well, this is what I didn't know we had these in the UK either, but apparently we did. According to John, I think these were Comet exclusive models. When did you get the bowl tablets? I got them from Dorian, Hooverlux, he had a few. But what I like doing is I like putting the thing back on. Oh, I could just sit on the floor here next to the bolt match for a bit. I won't film this the whole way because it's going to take a while. Bedding, I mean, it's not too bad though. They are German made. When you're reading the Mr. Media Machines, when I hit 9,000 subscribers. Well, it'll be one machine for 9,000 and then the others will be revealed. I want them done before Christmas, ideally. But we'll see if I can get to that. Arrows also, the ones in my area are growing me, that's big. Yeah, no, there's... Reverse though. This does do good reversing though. Where's Florence? She's at the other end of the room. I can't show her because it means I'll end up showing the other machines I need to reveal. They're all in this one room together, but Florence is probably never going to really be videoed now because there's like nothing else to do on her anymore. And she's restricted to like one wash a week now. Well, she has been for the past 4 years or so. Ah, any clues on 9,000 sub machine? Nope, no one gets any clues. You have to wait until I reveal. They do like a luxe design. Yeah, they do. But they're made by Whirlpool. I think they're made by Whirlpools who makes them. Honestly, God, I got to tell you, it is one machine, a dryer, that's had no trouble with bedding. This one always dries bedding evenly. Even the Lindo that I've got at home, with Mum, struggle with bedding as well. You get it balling up. I tumble dry everything. There's not one thing that I ever hang. It's actually, again, it's one of my rules that I don't ever hang stuff. So the worst thing I've done is put jeans in the WD-64. If you know how hot those dryers get when they're water dryers get, they will shrink your jeans if you're not careful. I don't know so you guys can see. Good, do a couple more live, Brandon. I may do, but I don't have the time to always do live. That's the thing. It's a painstaking process. Sometimes. I've just today I was just lucky I had a bit of an early finish, but it'd be nice. But these, yeah, these match the like Whirlpool 6 Sense models. But I like the square window. We did have a version of these here. I've seen a couple for sale. How's Millie doing? Yeah, she's good. She's right next to me here. So what I like with this dryer, as you guys saw in the video, it goes through different stages. But it's quite, to be honest, I leave this dryer like going and then just stops before I go to sleep. That's it, the Whirlpool Inspirations one. There was an Inspirations dryer up here a while ago, but it's a vented one. I think it's 2001, this dryer. It's why I know these came out, 2001, 2002. I think. Wash Boss 0. I don't know. I see her maybe for another 5 years, the W562 ago. Have you ever tried your Dettol from the Cassatra in your 953? The Dettol's been through every machine I've had pretty much. But I now don't need to use it because pretty much everything I wash is like at 60, so it's like... Okay. I do like how... I wish they reversed for longer, but it does the job. 2 clicks there. That would be... So these, I think they switch the heating element off when they're drying, from when they reverse, I mean. No worries, Candy Hire Boy. Thank you for joining. Been a pleasure having you on here. You've all been a pleasure anyway. But yeah. My Bosch Series 6 heat pump don't reverse. I swear Bosch like didn't start reversing their dryers like about a year or two ago. Because I remember looking for a dryer that was full size. I was like, why? Everyone's going, no, they don't reverse. Like, see, this is starting to ball that bit up, but that should reverse before that. But this gets really hot. It's got to shoot a couple bits to do. Pleasure. Using your very card, Brandon. What are you on about? Reese, you criticised Jack for his belling, and you've done something there. But no worries, no. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Reese, honestly, for helping me get into doing this V card. V card. I'm still a virgin, so I just thought I'd put that out there. My LG does reverse for 30 seconds. Oh, I forgot about LG droppers. I remember there was a Samsung heat pump dryer I found someone threw out, and I literally went to pick it up 10 minutes later and it gone. And I was like, how? They are reverso. Just want to check. You're welcome. Don't let Jack see that because he'll use that against you. Have you eaten any more McDonald's? No, I haven't. But I did have a pie from Wigan today, and I don't think that agreed with me. I have a McDonald's like at the top of my road. It's like a 10-minute walk from here. Weekend's gonna be amazing, Reese. Ah. I might consider an ASMR video on this, maybe. I need maybe some towels. When you think to move new house, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to move to a new house because it's going to be impossible for me to find the kind of house I want. BHF, now you go for washing machines. No, it's absolutely rubbish here. BHF here. Oh, God. I went in there and there was no machines whatsoever. I went in there, there was a Hotpoint fridge. That's literally all they had. And a sim into the dishwasher. I was like, is that it? There used to be a Bernardo's here, but it got replaced by a carpet store. I'm so annoyed about it because they used to have... Pretty much, unless I go into another, I don't know what I'll do, yeah. But a proper house, I don't see that because it's going to be really... Do you have any washing machine shops? Only modern shops around here. Oh no, I have that place. You guys know that guy called Hotpoint King. He lives north of where I am, and that place where he films old machines, they know him there. So I always go and speak to them in there. I've got a Vax 111 here though, and I can't bloody show it because it's right next to it. I don't know how you guys might find about scrap finds on the street anymore. I tend to find them at car boot sales. The one in Wales where my family live. Oh God. What I found there in 2010, and I never knew what it was. I never knew how rare it was. Jeez. I looked in the back of a van there, and there was a square door washing machine. And I looked at it, and I was like, oh, it looks like a Hoover. What do I see on the drawer? Creeder. And I went, oh, I didn't know Creeder do square doors. Walked away from it, didn't realise I just found one of the most rarest machines ever. I was only 13 years old, but it was a Creeder square door. What the hell was that? We'll try a Whirlpool washing machine. Wishy-washy guy, you've already asked me this about Whirlpool. You know I'll only go for the 2001 6 cents ones. What are we at? Who's that? Laundry 925. Good job in the shower. You too, mate. Have a good one. Thanks for joining. No. No, don't tell me YouTube just flagged up Fago as a bad word. Jesus Christ. Because it tells me on here, like, there are comments marked for review, and I was expecting to see some swear words, and it just goes Fago. And I'm like, what? Are we serious right now, bro? Yeah, literally. No, someone on here said earlier she's making a show of herself, and it flagged it up as rude. I was like, what? But see, this is the problem I get. I have to check my comments every single day now, which is annoying. Yeah, again, here we go. This message is held for review. Let's have a look what someone has said. Fago. What? It thinks Fago is a swear word. Hang on. Type Fager. Someone type Fager again, and I'm gonna just see if I can show it to the camera what it does. I got told off for mentioning a washing machine brand one time. I can't remember what one it was now. Right, here we go. Look, message held for review. Yeah, can you see that? Right, if I click it, found a Fager brown thrown out to. Look at this. Was it? Is it because it thinks it's faggot or something? What? Fager is a rude word. No, I know, because someone commented about Fager on one of my videos, and I think I didn't know that it had flagged it up, and they messaged me and said, "Hey Brandon, I put a comment on your video like 3 weeks ago and you haven't responded." I was like, "No, you haven't." So I went and looked in my video comments, and I went, "What?" I was like, what did I have someone ask me the other day? And it was like, I just sat here for about 5 minutes thinking, why would YouTube flag that up? But this is why I put a status up on my channel one day saying if anyone is sending me comments and I don't respond, it's this very reason that YouTube's flagging stuff up for spam, because it thinks that it's a rude word or something, or I don't know what. It told someone off for saying nice machine. Apparently it was spam because someone called the 9530 nice or something. I was like, what? Ugh. That's boarding that up now. Let's have a look how long till we reverse. Nice to see you, No, when a restream gets banned for copyright music. Here we go, look at this. So reverso. How long we reverse for. Good, just enough to spread everything out. And then back the other way. There we go. We're on damp dry. So I ain't gonna bore you guys with this dryer because we're gonna be going for a while. So I am going to probably come off. Let's bring this over here. So Barbara's here. She's going to be unplumbed, and I think I broke this light bulb or something. Don't know. So yeah, she's. I do love the early ones had the thick drum rim, and then they went to the smaller ones for the Aquarius models. Yeah. No, they didn't do a British washer version. Oh no, Philips maybe did. And I love these with the triangular float on them. Right, so Reese is gone, but I just want to say tell him I said thank you for the inspiration to do a live, and you guys have been great today. We've had bloody hell, an hour and a half on it. We had how long did we have? We had a view of about 50 on air. So guys, thank you very much for everything. I've loved having you on here. I might do some better lives actually. Oh, I didn't realise the dishwasher's still going actually as well. Should we have a look at the Hotpoint 784 before we go? Oh, on the drawing. Oh, it's finished. Here we go. This is where I open it and... hey! Nice. Oh, God. Very hot. Stupid. But there you go. Thanks, guys, for watching. I hope to see you all soon. And, yeah. Susan's done 1600 microfiles. Nah, you never catch me with a microfile. I absolutely hate those machines. This is from the range before the microprofiles, I think, this one. See you soon, guys, and yeah, well shot for tuna. Oh, yeah. There we are. Look at that, Wednesday. I got Wednesday cereal as well. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and don't forget to keep it supreme and go with the flow. Yes, I do want to stop streaming.